We just had one of the craziest trades we've had this week, guys. We just made over $7,000 on this GBPUSD trade where we caught a 1 to 12 risk to reward ratio. All right, so let me break down everything step by step right here. All right, let's get started. All right, so before we get started with the chart right here, let me show you what was happening before all this. Right, you can see that in the morning today around what time was this? Let me just check. Around 9 hours, I was able to spot this beautiful setup right here. So what I saw here was a very nice trade. It was a nice drop base rally with a break-off structure, and then we were left with big momentum candles and also an order block below right there. You can see the kind of candles that we're breaking structure were very significant. Okay, and what did we do? We always wait for the Asian session to be taken out, as you've seen from this particular trade, and then you can see that there was also liquidity right here. So what happened when the Asian session was taken out, the low of the Asian session was taken out, the market beautifully came into my area and I went to the lower time frame and I was able to actually spot a confirmation, and I was able to send this particular trade right here with a 7 pips stop loss and 85 pips target right here. And guess what? This trade was in profit by 10:45. I asked the community to actually go break even, making sure that this trade is no longer going to actually be a negative. It's all about how much money we're going to make on this particular trade. All right, and then around 14:38 is when we started to have big movement in the market. As you can see, the market continued to actually push with big momentum candles to the upside, breaking multiple structures. And as always, we had to make sure that we manage this trade properly. So we moved our stop loss to about 2.5 hour, securing about 2.5 hour, making sure that we get paid at the end of the day, right? And then the market just continued to actually go in our direction. At 14:49, we were up over 7 hour and we had to secure about 4.5 hour right here, and everything was communicated in our premium signals community. And then at around about 5 minutes later, the market just kept on pushing to the upside. I was like, okay, I've seen this before, let's continue to actually secure profits and get paid. And you can see right here, I was able to tell the community to move the stop loss to secure about 7 hour at this price level right there. Okay, and you can see I was able to take this particular trade myself with beautiful profits right here. And on this particular trade, at this particular point, I was running about $5,800 on this particular trade, and the market was beautifully moving in our direction. And then guess what? At exactly 15:12, this market hit take profit. It was absolutely insane. Look at the kind of candles that we're actually moving. This market really paid us, and that was the end of the trade. I was able to get out with $7,000 on this particular trade. Guys, this was just beyond amazing. Let's break it down from the higher time frame to understand why I actually took this particular trade, right? So you can go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. You can see that overall we've had a bullish trend right here this whole week. I've been trying to buy, but I've been stopped out. I'm going to show you. All right, so you can see that we've had an uptrend right here. So all I was looking for was buying opportunities, right? So you can see that at this particular area there was something there, but not much significant, right? So once this high was taken out, the market created that high right there. So the market was looking to actually retrace. Now the issue is, where was the market going to retrace from? Was the market supposed to come here? I looked at this like, okay, this is too far. It can take a lot of time for the market to come back to that particular area, right? So I went to the lower time frame and actually spotted this consolidation right here. So when I went to the lower time frame, I was like, okay, let me see what is happening on the lower time frame. I was able to actually find this nice setup that we always follow: drop, base, rally with a break-off structure. That's all. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. For my order block, I had to get this group of candles that you're able to see right here. That was my order block. I just got the high and the low of that order block, took it to the right side, right? And then guess what? We waited for the Asian session to be taken out. Guys, I don't take trades before the Asian session is taken out. This is what I always wait for. I always wait for the Asian session to be taken out because I've back tested this strategy and I know that most of the times we're going to have the Asian session, either low of the Asian session being taken out, and then the market goes to the upside, or the high market, the high of the Asian session is taken out and the market comes down, right? So once we saw this low being taken out, I was like, okay, cool. We're going to go into this particular trade right here. I waited for the market to react here, and once we broke at this level right here, I was like, okay, cool. We are going in for a buy, right? So our stop loss was just 7 pip stop loss, and our target was let me just check. Our target was like 85 pips right here, and like I've explained, the market pushed in our direction. After that, we saw the market retrace a little bit, and then the market continued to push in our direction until we hit take profit right here. It was just a beautiful trade, and what a way to end Friday. What a way to end a week. What a way to end the week, guys. This was just absolutely amazing. This means a lot for me because the market has been crazy for the last week, guys. This last week was crazy. We barely got wins this particular week. Let me show you something, right? So if you come here, you see all the trades that we took this week. We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades that we took this week, guys. First trade was a loss. Second trade was a break even. And then we had how many losses? 1, 2, 3, 4 losses in a row. And then we had a 12 risk reward ratio. Just one trade was able to actually get us out from the losses and put us back 7R in profit. That's a power of risk reward ratio, guys. And if you look at these trades that we're actually taking, there's nothing special about this trade that we've just won today. There's nothing special about it. It's actually the same setup that we always take. It's exactly the same setup that we always take. It's just that that particular trade happened to work. If you look at this was the other trade we took on Monday, right? Beautiful trade, and you can see from here there was a gap right there. The market took out the low of the Asian session. I mean the high of the Asian session. When I saw that the market started to go down, I took this particular trade. It was a loss, right? And then we took another trade. Let me just show you. We took another trade on GBPUSD right here. Beautiful trade. And then this one turned up to be a loss as well. Right here. A loss, right? And then we took the next trade. This one was a break even. You can see this gold trade right here. We had a nice rally based drop with a break of structure. Market took out the high of the Asian session. Market comes into our area. We execute. This market end up going in our direction, and we were able to go break even. But this trade was a break even. It ended up going against us, and we got out with a break even, right? Then the next trade we took was a re-entry of the same setup right here, because we always consider this a confirmation. Once the market taps into our zone, drops break structures, and it comes back to our area, we'll always enter those particular trades. However, even this one was a loss, right? And then the other trade right here, very nice. If you look at this, it's actually very similar to the trade that we just took right here. Drop a strategy, break of structure, nice big momentum candles, Asian low taken out, the market comes here. This is supposed to go to the upside, but even this one ended up losing. It ended up losing, guys. This other trade right here on GBPUSD, with the one we took yesterday, very similar, exactly the same. Drop a strategy, break of structure, the market comes into our area, we execute, but the market failed. And then we take this same trade following the same setup, same rules, same confluences, but this ended up playing out and went all the way to 1 to 12 risk reward ratio. What thing am I trying to go at right now? I'm trying to communicate why it's important for you to have a proven edge in the market. Right now, there's a lot of things happening in the market. There's war, and all these things will have an impact on your strategy. And This is evidence right here. However, the mistake that most people do when they encounter such losses, they change strategies thinking that their strategy is no longer working. And that's a mistake that they make, because they're expecting to make money on one trade. They forget that the market works in terms of probability. You will never be able to predict what's going to happen on any single trade. Your job as a trader is to continuously execute your proven edge. That's what makes you consistently profitable, not just winning one trade and all that. All right. So talking about our strategy, guys, today is the last day of our promotion where we're giving you 80% off all our services. In this particular time, we're talking about our mastery course, the course that will teach you exactly what you've seen right here in depth, so that you're able to take trades on your own. And then it also comes with lifetime mentorship and lifetime signals. Guys, this course usually goes at $500, but right now you can grab this course at only $100. And today is the last day of this promotion, so make sure you go and check the links down in the description. Text me via Telegram or WhatsApp to get started right here. Otherwise, you're never going to have a promotion like that ever again. All right, so you guys, I hope you found value in this video. I really wanted to share this video. It really came at a very right time right now. All right, so you guys, take care of yourselves. Until next time, goodbye.